business slash career reinvention. So whether you're a businessman, listen to me. Whether you're a career person, listen to me. Whether you're a student, listen to me. Wherever you are, this one, we'll find a way to sink it in. Listen to me. Business slash career reinvention. Layer number 5. Layer number 5. Ladies and gentlemen, this is very key because for quite a number of persons, this is how you get to eat. Okay, if you know what I mean, this is how you get to eat. So stay with me. On a scale of 1 to 10, what is your skill level in your business slash workplace? If we were to rate you, saying number 10 is very valuable, and number 1 is you are useless to the business or useless to the workplace. Pardon my French. But number 1 is useless to the business, useless to the... So useless is not an insult. It's just that you don't have a use. I don't know if I'm communicating. You understand? It's not an insult. It's just that, okay, as it is now, no use. Number 10 is high value. And I'm not saying type in the comment section. No. It's a personal thing. Because guess what? It is the level that you operate on that your compensation will come. Even though some people are working jobs and they are pegged at a salary, right? But are you aware there are some persons that they are earning certain amount in the workplace that by virtue of that qualification, they're not supposed to be earning that because of their skill level. So what skill do you have in your business, in your workplace? What do you even know about your business or job? You're an architect. Yes, I hear you, sir. But what do you know about architecture? What exactly? Do you know how to build sophisticated structures? Structures that can only be imagined. Structures that have only... See, if we were to look at those structures, the only place they exist is in Dubai. Nowhere else again. Can your mind be able to grab such concepts? What do you know about business? Oh, Mr. Immanuel, I sell wigs and this and that. I applaud you. You're selling wigs. But what do you understand about the core of your business? Who do you know that is also a wig seller? Maybe take, for example, your turnover monthly is 50,000 naira, right? Your profit, 50,000 naira or 100,000 naira. Who do you know in that same business that is doing 500K? Who do you know that is doing 1 million? Who do you know that is doing 10 million? Have you taken your time to study, to immerse yourself in that business that you are doing? Or you're just saying one day you go better? It will not happen like that. You must reinvent yourself. The same way you've been running your business for the past 1 year, 2 years, it's still the same thing you're doing. And you're expecting a different outcome. You know, an Oyobo man called that insanity. Doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different outcome. His name is an Oyobo man that said it. You're doing your job the same way over and over again, and you're asking, why are they not promoting me? They're promoting other people. If you were your boss, would you promote you? When it's now becoming clear that you have decided to be a liability to the company and not an asset. So are you intentionally developing yourself? Are you reading books? Are you studying? Are you going through videos? Or you think life is all about watching skits? And you laugh and laugh and laugh. I'm not saying don't laugh. There's this thing that, comedy does to the human mind. I don't downplay that. But do not laugh away your destiny. This is serious business. Like I said at the earlier beginning, you were sent on an assignment. So we cannot go back and say, okay, give us your report. You say, well, I lived 100 years and actually 65 years was used to laugh. My goodness. Okay, so what happened for many years? I was trying to figure it out. Oh my God. Then what happened? I had an accident and then I died. Now I'm here. Interesting. Okay, there's a place called Hellfire. You have your tickets, VIP reservation. Please be on your way. Because this is what you're supposed to do. You didn't do it. This is what you're supposed to do. You didn't do it. So I think that's your laughing skills that you have developed. It will make good use when that fire is burning you. I'm just, just on a lighter note, but you get the check, right? Please, you must intentionally develop yourself. It's very, very important. There's no end to how far you can develop yourself. There's just no end. There's just no end. Yesterday, I was in a coaching session. That session started by 7 and we ended by 10 o'clock, right? And like, people didn't want it to end. International coaching session. People didn't want it to end, and what that training did, it compressed somebody's 27 years experience into that time frame and was handed over. You know, when you enter a mentorship session and you know that me, I'm just here, let me not review myself, or let me you enter and you sit behind, you don't want to shout. Because if people speaking, they're like, are these people also human beings, just like me? Yes, they are. But that's how you stretch yourself. Can you be called upon to defend what you know in a 1 hour talk show? We give you mic now. I say, okay, okay, what do you do? I'm a fashion designer. Okay, champion. Well done, sir. Oh, yeah, now. On mute. Tell us about fashion and design. You say, well, so basically, actually, when you get material in the market, you take people's measurements. Da, da, da. Now, this is the person that is supposed to dress kings and queens, right? Has no knowledge, just thinks fashion and design is all about cutting clothes and you sew. That's all. No debts. Okay, you're a stylist. Da, 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 da. You're a beautician. Tell us about the makeup industry, how far it is come. You have no details, nothing to show. You are just shallow and shallow and shallow, and you think the reason Tara Drew Toye is who she is because she was just like you. God forbid. God forbid. You say, oh, you don't know who I am. I'm a thought leader. I have led people. I have led corporations. Well done, sir. Then we ask you, sir, tell us about John C. Maxwell and his 5 levels of leadership. You say, John, like John C. Maxwell, like, so you're not explaining to the person. Now, the man's name is John C. Maxwell. That's the man's name. But they now told you, tell us about John C. Maxwell's 5 levels of leadership. You know, say, so John now saw Maxwell. Okay, 5 levels of leadership. See, you have shown the world that you're the most confused person. And the same is talking about leadership, but then you don't know men that have developed frameworks that govern leadership. You see? Oh, I sell shoes. I sell shoes. The only shoe that you have sold is Okrika shoe. You've not shown sold it. You've not sold Italian piece. Why am I saying this? If you cannot defend what you know 1 hour straight without needing anything to back you up, please, you've not started the journey. Just check yourself. Forgive yourself, but begin to check yourself. Why? The world only respects authorities. Please, someone type that in the comment section. Until you decide to become an authority. There's a word Ambassador Nefo use. Until you decide to become. I'm trying to get it. Trying to get it. I can't get that word. I can't get. I'm seeing it. I'm seeing it. I don't know if anybody can remember. He said it. Until you become an authority, forget about it. The world only respects authorities, honestly speaking. That's why Chinua Achebe is who he is. That's why Chimamanda Adichie is who she is. Listen. A movie came out, and today we are still talking about the movie. Perhaps you're not aware. Mission Impossible. Why are we saying Tom Cruise, Tom Cruise, Tom Cruise? Some of you don't know what I'm talking about. It's fine. The reason we are saying Tom Cruise here is because that guy decided to be an authority. They said Tom Cruise retire. He say no. Tom Cruise retire. He say no. You must demand of yourself to become an authority in what you're doing. Until you become an authority, forget about it. Anything can happen to you. You're a casualty in the marketplace. You're a casualty in the market. You must. Ah, we'll leave it. We'll leave it. Maybe we'll do a training on it and see, okay, how to become an authority. All right, how to become an authority. We'll leave that. So the Bible said, not me, study to show thyself approved unto God. A workman that needed not to be ashamed, rightly dividing the word of truth. So what happens when you see somebody ashamed is because they have failed to study to show thyself approved. It's just like Bible is like 1 + 1 is 2. You can just observe and just see everything there. That people are ashamed, people are weak, people are timid, people are confused because they refuse to study to show themselves approved. You must walk the walk properly, effectively, not now we say cho. No, sir, you must show walking. And how do you show walking? You sit down and you beat your head till it begins to sweat. You do the do and you gain experience. And you gain experience. Oh, yeah, I'm good at this, good at that. But you've only said it, we've not seen you work it. We've not seen you work it. So if you're not making money in your business, it means you're not putting in the work. What kind of business you're doing, I have no idea. But if you're not making money in the business, you're not putting in the work. If you put in the work, you make money. Now, if you have a job, definitely you have to pay salary, and but If for any reason they fire you, then it means you're not putting in the work. Yeah, I know there is nepotism, there is a lot of things that happen in the workplace, so I'm not going to stress it. But it's when it comes to business. If you begin to sell okrika and you have reinvented yourself spiritually, you've done every other thing, and you're good to go, your character, everything is in check. If you put in the work, you see results. It's a principle. Do you know why? It's a principle. Listen, listen. Galatians chapter 6, verse 9 says, do not be deceived. God cannot be mocked. For whatsoever you sow, you shall reap. It's a principle. So God's word is his word. You can trust it. Words of men you cannot trust. Because men vacillate. Human beings for you. But you see God, as far as he has said it, as far as you do the work, it might not happen immediately. Listen, it might not even happen immediately. But as far as the work has been done, the reward is sure. As far as the work has been done, a reward is sure. And we've talked about dimensions of work. So let's leave that at that. So if you do not reinvent yourself, one day you'll be exposed. Yeah. You fail to reinvent yourself in the workplace, one day you'll be exposed. You fail to reinvent yourself in the business, one day you'll be exposed. And then people will get to see that, okay, this person was actually not doing this thing. Hey. So the fear you have of saying what will people say, that fear is in front waiting for you, but you can course correct it. So make a decision to constantly audit yourself because you are either growing or you're dying. That's just it. You cannot be in the middle. You are either hot or cold. If you're in the middle, we'll spit you out. So you must audit yourself. As at this year, you sit down and say, okay, as at this year, I'm an engineer. How many books have I read as regards engineering? As at this year, I'm a teacher. How many books have I read on how exactly I can communicate to students effectively? Proper frameworks that are used in the classroom. Am I actually building myself, or am I doing the same thing I was doing in 1442 in 2025? You audit yourself. Okay, as a military personnel, amen, do I truly know history as regards to the army, as regards to the navy, the air force? Do I understand the rudiments of what I'm doing? As a Nigerian, do I even know our constitution? No, I don't want to even go there. Do I know my rights? You have to audit yourself. In business and career, you must consciously audit yourself.